All right, if you think AI is slowing down, y'all, think again. The past 24 hours have been packed with announcements that could change how you work, learn, and live. So let's break down these headlines step by step so y'all don't miss a beat. Ready? Let's get it. All right, OpenAI just launched GPT-5. I have it on mine, which is their most advanced AI model yet. Now, if you're thinking, what's so special about another new model? Let me explain. GPT-5 isn't just a minor upgrade. Sam Altman, which is OpenAI CEO, calls it an entire team of PhD level experts at your fingertips, right? That means that you can ask GPT-5 for help on seriously complex stuff, writing software, making sense of financial reports, even medical research, and get expert level answers instantly. If you use ChatGPT, this model is rolling out to all 700 million users right now. And here's a wild twist. Microsoft already plugged GPT-5 into its suite of business, consumer, and developer tools. So if your company, app, or website uses Microsoft's tech, expect things to start feeling a lot smarter fast. All right? And while OpenAI was making headlines, Google made a $1 billion bet of its own. Yesterday, they kicked off a $1 billion initiative to build what they're calling Genie 3, right? Which is an AI system trained entirely in ultra-realistic simulations. So instead of showing robots fake data, Genie 3 lets them learn by practicing in lifelike virtual warehouses and environments. Why does that matter? Well, Google says it could push us to artificial general intelligence, or AGI, faster, right? Which is basically AI that can do anything a human can do. The message here is simple. The race isn't just for smarter chatbots, y'all. It's for AI that can think, reason, and solve real world problems just like we do. Okay. Meanwhile, Anthropic upgraded their Claude chatbot to a new version called Opus 4.1. What's new? Well, this update is all about better problem solving, especially for things like coding tasks and logic puzzles, right? Their internal tests show Claude beating other top AIs in benchmarks. So if you're into building apps or crunching numbers, this could be a game changer for you. All right. And let's not forget about Apple, who just announced a new manufacturing and supply chain program worth $600 billion. Okay. Much of which will lean on AI for automation and optimization. Okay. Really important. But wait, are AI tools actually about to take over more than just social feeds? Yep. The new launches prove that they're going everywhere, from your credit card to your cars and even your sales emails. Okay. This week, we saw some wild releases. Experian rolled out an AI-powered tool for banks to modernize and monitor credit risk, making financial decisions faster and hopefully fairer. Outreach, one of the top sales platforms, just dropped AI agents that can automate things like prospecting and follow-ups. In other words, sales reps might soon have bots reaching out to leads and handling their inboxes for them. Okay. SoundHound's voice AI is making it easier for businesses to add speech recognition to any product. Meanwhile, Pony is driving forward with autonomous robo-taxis and robo-truck tech. Okay. And NVIDIA AI takes your text prompts and instantly turns them into fully edited videos. So in case you thought AI was only for techies, it's literally popping up in everything that we do, from online shopping to call centers. All right. And now let's talk about the rules and regulations that's shaping all this tech. Okay. Just yesterday, the White House doubled down on America's AI action plan. What does that mean for you and I, right? Basically, the government wants to remove as many barriers as possible so that companies can innovate. They're streamlining how AI gets adopted across federal agencies, tying funding to states that don't pile on heavy regulations, and making sure that the U.S. stays ahead by exporting more AI tech. So if you work in AI, or if you just use it at your job, expect less red tape and faster development. But This also means things like privacy protections and oversight could be lightened. So keep an eye out, okay? Now, on the state side, California just rolled out new risk assessment laws for AI with a focus on cybersecurity and transparency. So local rules might still bite if you're building or using AI products there. I love Cali, man. They always one step ahead. Okay, now here's where things get serious because, AI isn't just about cool new gadgets, right? Sometimes it breaks the rules, lands in courts, or even transforms jobs. And sometimes, it does major things in healthcare as well. So let me pull back the curtain on the things that just broke. First, a major AI legal and ethical case out of the U.S. courts. Yesterday, a lawyer was hit with substantial sanctions, think career-threatening, for using generative AI like ChatGPT that made up fake legal citations in federal court documents. Not only did the hallucinated cases trick the lawyer, but he even tried to to get out of trouble by using more AI-generated quotes, which were also phony. The court warned, that AI can streamline your work, but if you rely on it blindly, you risk losing your case and your reputation and your job. Okay, so the message is clear. Don't trust AI outputs more than you trust your own judgment. Okay, especially where ethics and law are involved. Do your research and fact check. Okay. Next up, healthcare just got rocked by an AI breakthrough. Okay, now in the past day, new deep learning algorithms have been tested that spot disease in medical scans, sometimes weeks before a human specialist would even catch it. We're talking about an AI analyzing thousands of x-rays or MRIs, flagging signs of cancer, diabetes, or neurological disorders while a human might still miss them, right? So doctors are already using these systems to catch illnesses early, potentially saving lives and letting patients get treatment a whole lot faster, right? There's also a flip side, because this technology means that radiologists and technicians and other healthcare jobs could find their day-to-day jobs changing dramatically, with computers doing routine diagnostics that once took years of human experience, okay? So, what are the leaders saying? Well, Sam Altman just made a prediction about AI that's got the whole industry talking. At the briefing before GPT-5's launch, he told us that GPT-5 is really the first time you can ask a legitimate expert, a PhD level expert, anything. Industry insiders are buzzing. Now, Altman said this as OpenAI tries to justify huge investments. Big tech spent over $400 billion on AI data centers this year alone. Everyone is anxious. Will these new models live up to the hype and actually help businesses? We'll see. But if it's a PhD level expert, Altman has to be saying that GPT-5 isn't just a chatbot. It can help anyone solve difficult professional level problems, from coding and finance to medical diagnosis. Okay? In plain English, you aren't just talking to a robot or a chatbot anymore. You're chatting with a super smart virtual expert who can crank out software, analyze data, and explain complex topics in seconds. Now, what does this mean for you? Well, if GPT-5 really is as smart as Altman says, then you'll start seeing AI doing things previously reserved for experts. Think writing code, troubleshooting, medical diagnosis, or negotiating contracts. The risk is we could start to trust AI too much, using it as a replacement for human experts, which could backfire if it starts to make mistakes, right? The opportunity is that, you get instant expert level help for everyday challenges, whether you're a student, an entrepreneur, or a doctor. The bottom line, if Altman is right, AI could rapidly scale expertise in every single industry. And if he's exaggerating, we'll find out soon. Okay? But either way, the world of work and learning is about to get a major shakeup. Now, guys, ladies, I want to hear from you. Is this the future you were hoping for, or something that makes you uneasy? Are you excited about turning to AI for expert advice, or worried about handing over big decisions to algorithms? Drop your thoughts below in the comments. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you guys want to stay ahead of the AI wave, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. See y'all next time. I'm Applewhite, and this is Applewhite Intel. Peace.